friends, it's Trucker Nene. Oops, let me take these off. There we go. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you have stuck by me, thank you so much. And it's good to see you again. I know I suck at this. It's been so long. Let me adjust this. It's been so long since I did a video that people are checking up on me. So, yeah, all is good. I've just been really living life. And it starts out with, October was a busy month for me. I finished planning a huge life event for me. Mr. Chris and I sealed the deal. We got married the end of October. And then we went on a honeymoon cruise, and we went to ports of Grand Cayman, Ocho Rios in Jamaica, and then Mexico. And it was, I'm telling you what, it was amazing. I loved it. We are cruisers. We love to cruise. Where can you see 3 countries in a week? It's not for old people. Now, granted, I am pushing 50. But there's so much to do on a ship that I'm exhausted, you know, when I cruise, because there's just so much to do and so much fun to be had. And so cruising is not for just old people. So think about that if you ever thought about going on a cruise. And then after that, you know, I had to come back out and make some money. Life is not a fairy tale, you know. Close. My life is close to that. But so I came back out on the road. That was early November. Well, no. Second week in November, I came back out. And teaming with Sheila, and then Thanksgiving happened. I was still out on the road, and Sheila went to spend time with her family in North Carolina. And then at that time, I made a business decision that we were done teaming. So I am back solo. It sort of feels weird. I'm saying a lot, sorry. It sort of feels weird as I have to manage hours of service differently. So I still do the trip planning and all of that, but I need to look at my hours in closer detail to ensure that I get where I'm supposed to be, that I get where I need to be, so I can either pick up or deliver on time. So it's not a matter of, you know, pulling to a truck stop, the person switches, and then the truck continues to move. I now have to actually park for my 10-hour break. And I forgot the joys of finding parking spots at night in the Northeast and in Florida. Miserable. But I'm adjusting. So I would rather drive over the course of the evening and rest during the day than vice versa. You know, there's less traffic. I would just prefer to do that, but I do what the load dictates. I am certainly not, there's a fly in here that's going to drive me bonkers if I don't get it out. I'm certainly not one of those that says I don't drive at night. Oh, that little son of a gun. Oh, I think maybe I got it out. I do what's required. So, talked to my dispatcher, and the plan now is for me to go back to Prime after the holidays and go through their TNT trainer program. So by then, I will have been in trucking for about 1.5 years and running my own truck for 1 year. So I won't be an expert, but I have learned a ton, and learned a ton being a female. And I think I can offer some advice now from my experience. And while I'm not doing the CDL instructor trainer portion, which is to take you from a permit to a driver's license or a CDL, I would actually be doing the 30,000 on the road. I think that I have a lot to offer students from my perspective. I have a training background in the corporate world, of course, but nonetheless, and I was involved in the leadership development side of corporate as well. So if the student or trainee is up to it, I can offer several different pictures of the same thing, if that makes sense. Like if I can't reach you one way, I'll try to come at it from a different angle. So I'm pretty sure I know who my first student is, if that works out. So I'll report on that later. But I just wanted to jump on and say hello. I'm kind of feeling like video-ish today. So I want to do a couple different videos. So you'll see me, the same outfit, the same hat. It's the same day, just a different video. I don't want to make one very long one. I actually, when I see a long video, I won't watch it. And by long, I mean 30 minutes plus, I'm not watching it. Like, I don't have time. And that's not to bash anybody. It's just who I am. So I try to keep mine to 15 minutes or less. And sometimes I feel like that's a little too long as well. But it is what it is. So next up, I am running the holidays. And Chris, my husband, is flying down to Missouri on Christmas Day so we can spend the week together. He'll be on the truck with me. I wish that Jake could come along, but that's not going to work out. And Jake is not on the truck with me right now because that would require me to get routed home. And that's not happening, which is why my husband's coming to me. So I'm really excited though, because since I started with Prime and I've heard about this 2-story suite at the Oasis, I've tried to book it several times when I'm in town. Even if it's just for me, I just want it. So I finally got it on Christmas Day. I'm so excited. So yes, I'll be in Springfield Christmas Day, and then I've made arrangements so that I will be at the holiday Prime party in Springfield. So if you're there, please come say hello. Chris and I will both be there to enjoy the festivities. So we had an amazing time at the summer party for Prime, and their endless crab legs. I never knew I could eat so much crab, but this girl could put some crab away. And they also have crab at the holiday party, I guess. And I've heard that shrimp is flown in for this occasion. So I guess it's large and the best shrimp around. So I am looking forward to indulging in a little seafood. So I'll have to make sure that I eat appropriately leading up to this event. So let me come back with you. Next up, I want to talk about the new way of eating that I've been doing. I want to talk to you about learn from my error. I got one for you. Yeah. Yes, I do. I will show you what I did. And then we'll go from there. But I'm going to make two right away. So I'll see you right back here. Okay.